Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
We have a two-player game set up. We got Fox and Vermin here in the Bronx, and they're going to play a two-player game and kind of just show you how the game is able to work. The first guys we have is the Rogues, and we have to start out a fight in Van Cortlandt Park. On each turn, you cannot roll more than 2 dice. So we're going to try to take these guys out. So the first thing is I got both guys in the fight because they're both in the same neighborhood. I'm going to use my brass knuckles that he starts out with, and we're going to take out this brass knuckles right here. Then it will be Vermin's turn. He will utilize the brass knuckles, and we'll take that out right here. So we're in a pretty good spot already at the beginning of the game. So let's see what we can use here. We got some cards here. Let's use... When this card is returned from your discard pile, look at the top card of the bopper deck. You may place it on the bottom. So most I can use is 2. So I'm going to use these 2 here to get 2 dice. And let's try to roll them. I got a 6, which is good enough to take out that 4. So we're happy with that. And then over here for our first fight, so this one gives us 2 dice. So we'll just discard that. We'll roll 2 dice again. We need a 3 or more to get out of this fight. I got a 5. So then we will be able to cover this up. Their reputation is lower than ours because they're here, and we're on 4, and they're on 5. So, they're on 7. So we only have to do 2 of these, 1 for each player, and 2 of these up. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. This one, because it's a starter one, will come out of the game. We will get rid of these. And this will go on the bottom of the deck, and we will expose the next gang. So our next fight will be the Furies. The next location does not come out. So now we're going to shift to the city phase, and we'll let Fox go first. He will go here. He's going to pick up one of these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this card from Chain, which will give us any weapon if needed, but I'm going to focus on getting that weapon up there, and that will go straight into my hand. Then we'll go with Vermin. I'm going to have him... Oh, wait, we forgot to do a bopper card. So he's going to get a bopper card. The coast is clear. So that's good. We'll put that in the discard pile. And Vermin, we're going to work together. He just got that chain card, so I don't want to block this weapon card. So he's going to go up here, and he's going to grab this mercy card. When this is played, another warrior neighborhood may return a card from the discard pile to their hand. That will go straight into Vermin's hand, but we will need to draw a bopper card. Coast is clear. We didn't get sighted. That is good as we make our way through the city. So Fox, we had a game plan. He wants to get this chain because he just got that chain card. So we'll get our weapons. Oh yeah, our weapons all come back after the fight. And we have our chain now that we need, but this is a spot that requires us to do 2 of these bopper cards. Coast is still clear. And, so we got 1 threat. Nothing's going to happen until we get 3, but we do have 1 here. I'll just kind of set it over here, and a new card will come out there. So it's now Vermin's turn. He can go here, pick up a card from his discard pile. I like these 2 dice cards, so we're going to go ahead and take that one back into our hand, but it's going to require us to do a bopper card. And he got the orphans also, so he's got 1 over there. Nothing happens till he gets 3, so we're okay with that. Then it will be Fox's turn. And I'm going to go up a spot, grab me some throw hands. These are nice because they give you die, but also you can discard it forever to get +1 to your roll. So we'll go ahead and get that in our hand. It's not a bad idea to get some of those, but we're going to have to get a bopper card. But luckily, the coast is clear. Okay, so it's Vermin's turn. We're getting close to our next fight. We're pretty darn close. He's going to go ahead and take one of these throw cards. Let's go ahead and get our hands set up. And we are going to have to draw a bopper card. But the coast is clear. I didn't set it up this way. This is shuffled, so it is what it is. Let's see what we have next. Will be Fox. He could pick up 1 from his discard pile. So let's do that. And it says, when this is returned from the discard pile, look at the top card of the bopper deck. You may place it on the bottom. So I get to look at this before I draw it. So it's a threat card, so I'm definitely going to put that at the bottom. And then let's draw for our turn. Coast is clear. So that worked out well for us. Okay, so it's Vermin's turn. So he could rest, but he has nothing in his discard pile, or go to the fight. So we're going to go to the fight. We're going to take the fight token off. and we're going to pull out a location, and we're going to kind of pause the game, and we're going to have a fight with the Furies. Now we have to do both of those and 2 of these. Furies are below us on the reputation track, so we don't have to do the third one, the reputation one. So I think it was Vermin's turn. So, you know what? He has brass knuckles. So we'll just... No, I'm going to let him take care of that one. So, because he has 2 weapons. Let's do this again. Let's do the smooth talker. We'll get 2. And we will throw a 3rd dice in with this. We'll put those in our discard pile. And let's see. We'll have 3 dice to roll. In this fight, each warrior can only use 1 weapon. So, this guy's got to get rid of his weapons. We'll make that decision on his turn. So, wow, did pretty good on those rolls. But you can only ever cover up 1 of these. So, I'll just cover up the 4. Why not? We're there. Alright, so this guy can only use 1 weapon. I'm going to get rid of his chain. He can just use his brass knuckle because it's required there. So, I'm going to use the brass knuckle. And we will cover that up. So, now we only got to worry about 2 of those. So, you know what? This guy didn't use his weapon yet. So we're going to use this weapon to do 2 dice. I like those chances. We'll use that. Get rid of 1 of these. And hopefully we can roll at least a 3. We did good. So we rolled at least a 6. So let's go ahead and cover up the 6. That leaves us further options in the future. Let's see what we have here. So now I can't use that yet. So let's see here. I think I'm going to get rid of these 3 and get 3. I'll just do 2 dice. I don't want to get knocked out, but I think rolling a 3 might be easy. Rolled a 6, which would take out any of these. That's both of those. And we got 1 for each player because they're below us on the reputation track, which means we beat these guys. At the end of the fight, we're going to get all of our weapons back. The location will go on the bottom of the deck. The gang will go on the bottom of the deck, and the new gang will be exposed. It's the hi-hats. Now we're going to move on to Fox, who's still got his turn here. So he's going to pick up one of these throw hand cards, put a new one out, but he will have to grab a bopper card. Coast is clear. So we're getting kind of lucky on those. That's kind of working out for us. Now Vernon can go here and get another weapon. So that might be something he wants to do. I don't really have any cards that play off the weapons, but I see a Switchblade card is out here. So maybe I'll go ahead and grab the Switchblade card, and I can get my buddy. Ooh, a Molotov cocktail. These are nice. These are 1-use only cards, but they can be any weapon. That's pretty cool. And we got to draw a bopper card for the location. Ooh, second one we got. Nowhere to hide, but 2 doesn't do anything. Doesn't activate till there's 3rd. So Fox cannot go here. I can't go where I already have some. I could go here, but I have to draw 2 bopper cards, but I will get a card here. Where I could rest, pick up all of these, but I got to get rid of a random card. I don't think I'm ready to do that quite yet. I could go here and only draw 1. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. I'll go here. I'll draw the throw hands, because I'm leaving that for my buddy. I don't have a Switchblade anyway. And I got to do a bopper card. Coast is clear. Wow, we're getting lucky on these. Our luck is going to run out. So he's going to go here and get that Switchblade card from Mercy that we've been waiting on. Go straight into my hand. The negative of that is I got to draw 2 of these bopper cards. Here we go. We got the Fuzz, and that is 3. Now, because I revealed 3, I don't have to do the second one. That's in the FAQ and the rulebook. But the Fuzz did come after us. This is your 3rd threat. Roll a die for each of your weapons. Okay, so let's roll for the brass knuckles. 4 is nothing. Only something happens on a 1 or 2. Let's roll for the Switchblade. 4, nothing. Then you're challenged to a fight. So then I would take all of these bopper cards that have been played, not the threats on the other players, but the coast is clear and my threats. And I'm going to shuffle this deck up, and it will be set up for the next time we need to draw one out. But we were challenged to a fight, which allows Vermin to now become the instigator. And I can look at this, and I could run away if I want to. Do I want to fight these guys, or do I want to run away? You know what? I think I'm going to run away from this fight. So we're going to place that back. And it will go on the bottom of the stack face up. We'll place 1 bottle here. Because there's 1 bottle, we're going to move back 1 on the reputation track. And now it's Fox's turn. I could go here and get a weapon, But I think I'm pretty happy with my weapons. That chain and brass knuckles is working well for my cards. I can move here and pick up a discard, which I might do that. So I could pick up one of the cards in my discard pile. I think I'm going to pick up this, but it allows me to look at the Bopper deck, and I can put it on the bottom. Its coast is clear. I definitely want to keep it there. Then on my turn, I have to draw a card. Guess what I'm drawing? The coast is clear. So Vermin could pick one of these. He doesn't have a baseball bat. It still gives him a die. Or he could do a throw hands. I think he will go here, add one of these throw hands, go straight into his hand. And because we went there, we have to draw one of these Bopper cards, which is a coast is clear. All right, so let's see what Fox could do. He could go to the subway and do nothing. That would give him time. And he would still be in the same neighborhood because we're in the uptown. Because if you're not in the same neighborhood, we can't fight together. I think I might go to subway and just hang out a turn. That will allow Vermin to go here. I'm going to skip the weapons. He's pretty happy with his weapons. I'm going to go here and draw something from... this guy gives me 2. So this Smooth Talker's going to give me 2 dice, which I like. Gives me a little flexibility. But I got to draw a Bopper card. Coast is clear. Liking it. So Fox will go here, and we're ready for the next fight. Fox will become the instigator, so he will start out the fight. And let's see what location we're going to be at. The graveyard, okay? In this fight, warriors cannot remove throw hand cards from the game. So we cannot add to our dice rules against the hi-hats. It's pretty much how that's going to work out with these cards. So let's see what we want to do. He has a chain, so I'm just going to utilize my chain, flipping it over, showcasing it's been used to take this out. Now the hi-hats are above us, so we do have to do the 5 reputation ones. We're going to have to do 3 this time. Okay, so then it would become Vermin because he's in the same neighborhood. Let's see, we need a bat or a chain. No, I think instead of doing that chain, I'm going to do this chain because he does have the switchblade. I think that'll work out better for us. So Vermin will do this one. That'll bring it back to Fox. Let's see what he has. Okay, let's try this out. So he's got his brass knuckles, which if I utilize this and discard it and flip over my brass knuckles because it's been used, I get 2 dice. I don't know if I like those odds or not, but we're going to try it out. We just need a 4 or higher. Okay, great. We got a 5. So I'm going to take out the reputation on this one. That will leave us 2 4s left that we're going to need. So we'll play the Smooth Talker over here for him. That'll give us 2 dice. Now remember, I can give up more cards and get more dice. I'm kind of risking things here a little bit because I can't use the throw. So let's go ahead and do throw hands and get my 3rd dice. That'll be nice. So you never know. All right, well, I didn't need it, but I didn't know that. So we'll get rid of this. And we got 1 more 4. If somebody had a bat, that could be useful, but we don't have a bat. So, all right. So let's see what we can do here. He's got no weapons to use, so let's do 2 dice. Hope we can get the 4 that we need. So let's see this. Got it. Got the 4. So that will be enough to take that 4 out. This will go face up on the bottom. These will come off. And let's see who we're going to fight next. The punks. But we beat the hi-hats. So he's going to go all the way to the back of the line. And everybody's reputation is going to get a little bit heavier. Because he was beaten down, everybody's laughing at him. Everybody will get their weapons back. And that will be Vermin's turn. Does Vermin want a weapon? No. But he definitely wants to pick one up from his discard pile. I want to get this 2 dice card back in my hand because I like that one quite a bit. But it's going to require 2 Bopper cards. Coast is clear for the first one. Coast is clear for the second one. That'll be Fox's turn. I like the weapons I have. So I will go here. Oh, it should be 3 cards out. Oh, I can do one of these. Underdog. When this is played against a gang with higher reputation, you may cover any weapon spot or roll an extra die. That's pretty nice. So I'm going to grab that, put it right into my hand. And I have to do 1 Bopper card. Coast is clear. Oh, so I could pass, pick it up. I get rid of a random card or go into the next fight. I think we're ready to fight. So Vermin's going to go here into the fight. He will become the instigator. Let's see what location we're going to be at. The back streets. So the punks. Before the fight, the instigator chooses a warrior in the neighborhood. He must discard 2 cards. Okay. So he'll choose Fox, and Fox will get rid of 2 throw hands. So let's see what happens here. So it's still his turn. He's got the brass knucks, and he's got the switchblade. So we'll use the brass knuckles. And no. We'll use the switchblade. And we'll take out the switchblade right here. Then this guy had, let's see, the punks. The punks are ahead of us in reputation, so we must do this reputation 5. I will do the brass knuckles. And we'll take this out right here, which will bring it back down to Vermin. So he's got to roll at least a 4. So we're going to roll 2 dice on this, which we got a 6. Oof, I got to take that reputation out. So let's go ahead and do that while we have the 6. And it'll come back to our guy Fox. This card, the one I just bought, says when this is played against a gang with a high reputation, which they are higher up than us, you may cover any weapon spot or roll an extra die. We are going to cover up... Or roll an extra die. Nah, I'm going to hold on to him. I'm going to do the chain, which will let us cover this up. And we'll go back to Vermin and hope he can get that extra card. Let's see what he has here. This is playing against a warrior. You may return a card from there. Okay, so... let's see. I'm going to roll 3 dice. So this allows me to re-roll a die after rolling, and she allows another warrior in your neighborhood to pick up something from their discard pile. So let's do that really fast. Fox. Okay, so when he picks this up, he's allowed to look at the top bopper card and can put it at the bottom. So it's a threat card, so I definitely want to do that. So I'm going to get 3 dice, but I'm going to get a re-roll if need be, which I won't need. So we will X out that other 4. That'll be 2 and 3 on this, including the reputation one. So let's get rid of these. We beat the punks in the back streets. And then this will come off. The punks will go on the bottom, and we'll reveal the next gang, which is the Turnbull ACs. Okay. And then these guys, the punks, were beaten, and they're the laughing stock, so they're going to go to the back of the line, which is great because that moves us up. All of our weapons will come back, and that will be Fox's turn. I'm going to move down here. Sorry, Vermin. And I'm going to go up one of these throw hands, which will go into my hand. But that's a 2 spot, so I got to do 2 boppers. Okay, it's come out to play. It's going to be my second threat. And nowhere to run. That will complete our third one. 1, 2, 3. If this is your third threat, each warrior discards a card. So I'm going to get rid of a throw hand. He's going to get rid of a throw hand. And then we have challenge to a fight. We're going to take all of the cards that have already been played, and we're going to shuffle these up. Now they've been shuffled, we'll put them back out. And we're challenged to a fight. So we're going to take a look at this fight. I don't really want to fight right now. So I'm going to take this, put it on the bottom. And we are going to bring an additional bottle out. So we brought our second bottle out. We moved from 3rd to 5th on the track. 1, 2 spaces. I think that's a good move for us right now. And then Vermin will move. I don't need a weapon card. I'm pretty happy with the weapons I got. Could go to Subway, but we're going to go all the way down here. And we're going to pick up one from our discard pile. I really like this card that has 2 dice. Lets us do a reroll. That's really nice. But we're going to have to draw a bopper card for that. And the coast is clear. Very nice. So I don't think he needs a weapon. I'm happy with my weapons. But I'm going to go to the Subways. I don't want to fight quite yet. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, because I'm going to want to pick up an extra card from my discard pile there. So if he'll go here, Subway, nothing's going to happen. But Vermin will have to go here unless he wants to rest. Maybe I should rest. Yeah, I think Vermin's going to rest. So I'm going to stay where I'm at, pick up all my discard pile. I'm just going to pull out a random card here. Pick a number if you're watching at home. What number should I pick? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's our 7th card. All right, get rid of this card. It's out of here. But got all the cards back in my hand. I think Fox might do the same thing. Let's go ahead. This might be a good time to kind of rest. In the movie, they rest. Don't they hang out with some chicks? Hang out with some girls. We're going to do that. What number this time? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. We're getting rid of some throw hands, too. My hands were kind of full of those throw hands. So that's 2 rest. We'll go back to Vermin. And he's itching for a fight, right? So let's go to our fight. Against the Turnbull ACs. We'll fight them on the platform. Before the fight, the instigator chooses a word in their neighborhood. He discards a random card. What number do we want this time? We want 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be the 8th card. Gotta get rid of Fox. One of our good cards. Okay. Well, it happens sometimes. Vermin's going to be the instigator. He didn't want to choose himself, right? Kind of selfish. Let's see what we want to do here. So, we got brass knucks and a chain. Okay, so let's do the brass knucks. And then we'll put an X out here. And then he'll do the chain. And we'll put one out here. So that gives us pretty close. Not a bad start. His reputation is higher than us, so we will have to do the 6 at some point. So we're going to need some of these throw hands in order to do that. Because this switchblade right here will give us 2. So we'll utilize the switch to get 2. Throw out one of these to get a 3rd dice. And then we can always add to it. Okay, so they got a 5. The throw hand says, when you roll, you may discard this from your hand to add 1 to a die. Then remove this from the game. So we're going to remove this from the game to change that 5 into a 6. So we kind of lucked out there a little bit. We were pushing our luck just a tad, weren't we? So let's see what we have over here. So I'm going to play these 2. But Underdog allows us, since they have a higher reputation than us, to get a 3rd dice. So we will roll this to get 3 dice. So we've got 5 and 4. So what we'll do is, we'll go ahead and cover that 5 up since we have it. We got 3 on this. All we need is a 4 over there. So let's see what we can do. It's back to Vermin. You know what? He's got that 2 dice with the reroll. It's a pretty good card. Let's see what we can get here. We need at least a 4. No. You may reroll a die after rolling. So let's reroll that die. It's a 2. So we failed. Which means Vermin's knocked out. But he did roll a 3. So he wouldn't be knocked out yet. Because theoretically, we could cover that up. Even though we technically don't need it, we are allowed to cover it up. So it is an option for us. So this guy's going to have, let's see what we have. We still have brass knuckles left. So we'll discard this, flip over our brass knuckles. And that will give us 2 dice. But I don't think I want to take any chances. So I'm going to go for a 3rd dice here. Discard those cards. Okay, we got what we needed. That covers up the 4. So we will get rid of this location. What a fight on the platform with the Turnbull ACs, right? This will come off. There's only one gang we haven't fought yet. The Lizzies. So this will come back to the back. Everybody will move up. And we are ready to fight. So Fox can go here, get something from his discard pile, which I'm going to pick up the scout cards. It lets me look at the top of the boppers. It's a threat. I want to get rid of that. Let's put that on the bottom. And see, does he want one of these cards? When this is played, you may roll an additional die for each neighborhood you moved into. Yeah, he wants that. He wants Rembrandt to come help him out. But that means we got to turn over 2 bopper cards. Coast is clear. And gets a threat. It's the first one, so no effect yet. Let's see here. I could... Yeah, he's going to rest. I'm going to have Fox rest. We're going to take our random cards, shuffle these up, and let's do 6 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th card, we got to get rid of our throw hands. But we were able to pick up a ton of cards from our discard pile. So Fox is done. I will move here with Vermin. Ooh, these are starting to get dangerous positions. I'm going to get my Smooth Talker back. I do like this card. But I got to draw 2 boppers. Coast is clear, so at least we know we won't be setting off a threat. Somebody got arrested. That's our second threat. So not quite yet to trigger, but getting close. All right, so we're going to move up here and pick one of these cards. Boombox. When this is played, you must reveal a bopper card after the fight. Ooh, but it gives me 3 dice. I'm totally in on that. And I'm going to have to do 2 boppers. Coast is clear. Another coast is clear. Wow. Don't need a weapon. Let's see what we have here. It could become any weapon. Oh, I get my switchblades back after the last fight. I'm not crazy about those cards. But I do have a switchblade. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up just in case I need it by moving here. That would require a bopper. Nowhere to run. So that's my third one. If this is your third, each warrior discards a card. So I'm going to get rid of a throw hands over here. And I'll get rid of a throw hands over here. And then we're challenged to a fight. But I'm going to take these and I'm going to shuffle them all up. And then we could fight the Lizzies. Let's take a look at who's my instigator. Vermin, the back streets. So if I put 3 out, I'll go all the way to the bottom. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fight this Lizzie instead. So let's fight her off. And Vermin will be first. So let's start out with, let's see, a switchblade or, now let's do our switchblade, which will allow us to put an X out here. That means we're going to be rolling a lot on that one because I don't have anything else. Okay, so this guy right here, I'm going to use my 3 dice because I like this card a lot. And we're just going to roll 3 dice. See what we get. 3, 3, 1. I can get rid of a throw card to make one of those 3s a 4. Discard it out of the game. And I barely made that one. The Lizzies are ahead of us on the reputation track. So we do have to get this 5. So this might be kind of difficult for us, actually. Let's try my Smooth Talker. I get 2 dice. And I get a reroll. So I like that. Let's see if we can't hit that 5. Got it. So we can get rid of that. So we have 1 more on here. And that 4 over there. But I do have to do a bopper because of this card after this fight. So I think what I'm going to do is do this for my brass knuckles, which will give me 2 dice. So I'm just going to roll 2 dice for right now. Oh, got a 6. So we can cover up that 4. I know what you're saying, try to get that 5, but I have a way, maybe, you know what, no. I'm going to cover up that 5 when I can. Play it safe. Play it safe. We got to get home. Okay, so what does this do? When this played, roll an additional die for each neighborhood you moved into. So let's play this Rembrandt. So we moved and started the Braun, 2, 3. We moved into 4. Wow. When this is played, may roll an additional die for each neighborhood you've moved into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 1 is 5 dice. It's a really nice card. Holy smoke. And all we need is a 4. Wow. Okay. So we accomplished that. And we get rid of the back streets, which will go on the bottom of the deck. The Lizzies. And that means she goes on the bottom, which means we've used each gang. So we just take this and we shuffle it up. And the first one is the hi-hats. And we get our weapons back. But more importantly, the Lizzies move to the back of the line. And that gives us a little reputation to fiddle with. Okay, so Fox is up. I'm going to want to get something from my discard pile. Which one? Oh, I had to do a bopper card for that fight. And he gets his first threat. So I'm going to pick up Boombox back up, which is 2 boppers for me. Coast is clear. And arrested. So now he has his second threat because of that turn. Oh well. Vermin will go here and pick one up from his discard pile. Obviously, I'm picking up this Rembrandt card. And that will be 1 bopper card. Coast is clear. So I could get a weapon. I think I like that weapon. So I think what I'm going to do is go here. I'm going to get rid of the chain, because I can only have 2 weapons. I'm going to do this Molotov cocktail. It's a one-time use, but it can be anything. And that's going to be super important, I think, when we get over here to Coney Island. So hopefully that will work out well for us. But that's going to require 2 boppers. Coast is clear on the first one, and a threat. That's my 3rd threat, so we will see with the orphans. That's your 3rd threat. Use a weapon, then you're challenged to a fight. I don't want to use my Molotov, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to take these cards. We are going to shuffle these back in. Now we have 2 fights to go. We got the fight, or 3. The fight we just challenged to. This fight I know is coming up, and then the Coney Island fight. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to take a look at this. Switchblade, 4, 4, 5. This might not be too bad, but their reputation is below us. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bottle on this one and move us back 3. 1, 2, 3. I know you guys are watching home saying, man, you're cutting it close. Perhaps. But I need to move up on the reputation track by beating the rest of these guys. So we're going to hightail it out of there. The hi-hats are not going to get us, but we cannot run from any more fights. Our bottle tokens are full. So it is now his turn. Does he want a card? Let's see what these do. When this is played against a game with a high reputation, you may cover any weapon spot. I do like that card. So let's grab this into our hand. But we have to do 2 bopper cards here, which is their first threat and their second threat. Whoa. Okay. Go here and get another card. When another warrior in your neighborhood rolls, you may discard this from your hand to add a die. So let's go ahead and beef up for the final fights. And that's going to require a bopper, but I don't have any threats. So, but anyway, coast is clear. And then he's going to rest. So I am going to have Vermin rest, which means I got to get rid of a random card, but I want to pick up all my cards before we go into that nasty fight. And let's do the number 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll get rid of a throw hands. And then I will allow him to pick up 1 from his discard. Let's pick up throw hands, because this could be handy down the pike here. And that will give us a bopper card, which is a threat, but it's his first threat. Vermin will come in here for a fight. Now we have to fight right before we get to Coney Island, but this will be our final fight like this. But we can't really run from it. So we're at a party, and the hi-hats show up. Vermin is the instigator. So we need a switchblade. Oh, we get this back. Let's see, we need switchblade. Are the reputation higher than us? They are, because of that move I made. So we're going to have to get that 6. So let's go ahead and do this switchblade. And then we'll go over to Fox. Let's see what he's got over here. Let's go ahead and do Boombox. There are 3 dice, but we're going to have to do a bopper after this. So let's get these out of here. Let's see what we can get here. 4, 4. Ugh. All right, well, that'll be enough to take that out. So, we cannot remove throw hands cards from the game. Okay, so this is going to get a little tougher. So we might want to burn some more cards, so we can always rest before we go into the next fight. So this is 2. Gives us a reroll of a die. So we'll go ahead and do 3 dice and see if we can get that 6 out of there. Got the 6. Boom. Okay, we'll go back to Fox. Let's give us 2 dice. Another warrior in your neighborhood rolls. You may discard this from your hand to add 1. We're going to take the 2. We'll discard this to get 3 dice. And hopefully we can knock some of this off. Okay, liking it. And then we will, let's see. Brass knuckles can be, oh, great. So we'll give this up. Flip this over. And it can be any weapon. So that'll be our 3rd one. So we will beat this location. These hi-hats, who are all high and mighty because of their hats. Look at these guys. Top hats. And the punks will come out next, but the hi-hats are going to move down to the bottom. Everybody else is going to move up, keeps us from the bottom. And we know the punks are coming out soon. So let's see. I think I'm going to go here, pick up 1 more throw hands for the final battle. That's 2 boppers. Oh, I had to draw a bopper after that fight. Coast was clear. And now 2 for this. So nowhere to run. That's my second threat. Just don't get one more. But the fuzz show up. Guess we got that fight in that party after all. Roll a die for each of your weapons. If you roll 1 or 2, remove it from the game. So we will take our coast is clear and our bopper cards, and we will shuffle these cards up. And we'll roll for the brass knuckles. It is broken. It's gone. Roll for the Molotov. It stays. Whew. It's a nasty right before we get in there, isn't it? Okay, so that was Fox. Vermin's going to move into Coney Island. Okay, so Vermin's moved here. He's done. Doesn't draw a bopper card. Nothing else happens. Fox on his turn is also going to move in. Now we're in Coney Island. No bopper card is drawn. We go to the final phase of the game. The last warrior who went in, which is Fox, will become the instigator. We will take the Coney Island showdown. We'll put it right here in the middle for you. We find the gang that's highest up on the track. This happens to be the Furies. You cannot run away. You have to finish this fight. In this fight, each warrior can only use 1 weapon. So he's got the swing blade and the brass knuckles. He's got to make a decision, which I don't think it's going to matter. So we will get rid of the brass knuckles. So what we're going to do in this fight, we have to get rid of both of these. 1 on this track for each player in the game, which is 2, plus 1 for each gang ahead of him. So there's 4. We're going to have to do 2 here and 6 here. One of them, the 4 has to be the reputation ones. Well, I got to get one of these. Might as well use my one-time use Molotov, and we will get rid of it. We'll move over to Vermin. We got the Switchblade, which we may not need to use just yet. So let's. Okay, so we're gonna play this, which allows me, another warrior, to pick up a card from their discard pile. So I definitely want to get Boombox back. I want to get my 3 dice back. I like that one. So that's 1 dice so far. You know what? I only need a 4. So let's play this card. That'll give us 2 dice. We don't want to run out of cards here. So we get a 6 and a 5. We might as well knock off one of those 6s, right? Why not? And then we'll go back to this guy. We will have 3 dice. He will have to do a boombox at the end of the fight. So we got 5, 3, 3. We might as well knock off one of these 5s. I like that quite a bit. So we're getting close. We'll go back to our boy Vermin. Let's see here. Let's play. You may roll an additional die for each neighborhood. So let's go ahead and do that with Rembrandt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice is the max. So, all right. We got a 6, so we're good. Getting rid of one of these 5s. Let's see. So we are getting down to the nitty gritty here. When this is played against a game with a high reputation, may cover any weapon spot or roll an additional die. So we'll take that and we'll just cover up one of these spots. 1. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. So we have a few more of these that we need to do. So I'm going to roll 2, 3, but he gets a reroll. So I just need to roll at least a 5, which I did. So let's see, we got the 4 reputation we need. We need to get that 4 and then one of these up here, okay? So let's see. I can roll 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll 5 dice. So all we need to do is get a 4. And we will have 1. And we have some throw hands. So, okay, got a 4. We needed that 4 pretty badly. And then he's got a switchblade, which he will move over. And we will have done that. So 4 of these in the reputation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 here, 2 here. We have won. The Warriors have got back to Coney Island and proved their innocence. Come out and play. All right, Warriors. That's how a good look of how you play 2 players. Same thing with more players. You just have more rounds to move around. But that's how you play. We've taken down the Furios. We came onto Coney Island. Way to go, Warriors.